Right, so a bit of a shameless plug here, but this is a presentation about urban agriculture, so I decided to show you my little bit of urban agriculture. 300 square feet. With this I can grow enough vegetables for a family. Again, Canada, so it's only going to last for this summer. But in here, we have all the fruit, strawberries, about 30 strawberry plants going. Retail, that's a lot of money worth of strawberries we're not going to have to buy. Here it's all lettuce, beans, radish. They all work together. It's called companion planting. Everything's subdivided into square foot sections. Radishes and green onions repel the pests which will attack the plants planted next to them. The beans bring in nitrogen in order to make the lettuce a bit nicer. Potatoes and beans, they actually repel each other's pests, as well as a couple of assorted herbs which are designed to repel those pests. Then out here, this is the main tomato and cucumber section. As you can see, we have room here. Is going to be about 10 tomato plants. At 10 pounds of tomatoes, looking at about 100 pounds of tomatoes, all for a couple cents of seed. Cucumbers, radish, more green onion, because radish and green onions repel all the bugs which are going to go after the cucumbers, which will come in up here. There will be herbs there which will attract pollinators. And the carrots, if I let them bolt, their flowers will attract bees as well as repel the pests, which will then in turn attack these two. Tomatoes are mixed with herbs, specifically designed to bring in the pollinators, as is the trench. Is flowers to repel the aphids. Altogether, last year, using a setup less efficient than what I practiced this year, I was donating about 15 pounds of lettuce per month to the local food bank through Loving Spoonfuls. I had a good 10 pounds of beans, and tomatoes I am still eating from last year. They're all in the freezer. The beans growing here are a variety chosen specifically to attract pollinators and hummingbirds, and they grow up the trellis and will provide shade for the lettuce over here, which hates the sun. My seed stock over here is growing using the sun as much as possible. In here, got 60 different tomatoes. We've got 3 species, hillbillies, cherry, and black crim. 2 of those 3 are virtually extinct in terms of, you can't buy them in a grocery store. You can't get them anymore. A couple of heirloom growers north of Kingston will sell the plants for crim and then make a bit of a comeback. The hillbillies are a species from 1885. I'm doing my bit for biodiversity and keeping their existence going. I actually borrowed their seed from the seed banks. It cost me nothing. I just have to return some when I have a successful crop. Altogether, in theory, if all these tomatoes reach maturity, that's 600 pounds. If these were a common variety you could buy at the store for $1 a pound, it's $600. Again, 2 of these species you can't even buy in a grocery store. The cucumbers, if all goes to maturity, worth about $100 retail of cucumbers. And again, those are heirloom varieties you can't buy in a store anymore.